Like, you know, I lived in Brooklyn for a long ass time, and I ain't
Oh,
never
yeah?
seen like 50 people on the block wearing red
But we're
rags
not,
because
we don't all hang out on the, you know, it ain't like back in the days, but we all just came together for this video.
in New York, the cops are really, like, if the cops see that on the block in New York on any random day, there's a big problem.
They pulled up, you didn't see the video?
Yeah, I know,
they came,
but
they tried to shut it down. That was us, these my bros. Back to one video where we came and said anything about LA people for no reason.
so yeah, that was a pretty wild moment. But were things still cool after that? After that LAX fight?
Things was great. After that
Good.
fight, things
we
was
end
the
up
same.
linking them. We end up linking the things that we fought with,
Ended up
shook
talking
with,
to
and
them
all
dudes,
that.
But as far as with us, things was
Yeah.
good. We laughed it off like, there. So we went through all that shit in LA with all these crazy ass dudes. We never ran into them who really killed people and got into a fight. These fucking dudes, fucking Texas, fuck.
But so then you went to Houston, and what happened in Houston?
Nothing really happened in
Oh,
Houston
okay.
at that time. At that time, we went to Houston. We linked up with Jimmy Boy. We left. I fly to Atlanta. You got to remember, we shot the Gummo video, right? It's lit. In a week, it's 1 million views. I couldn't believe it. I'm coming straight out of prison. It's a fucking 1 million views. I'm like, 1 million views, 30 days, it had 50 million views. I'm like, oh my fucking God. People calling us for shows, telling us to fly here. Boom. It's so lit. We shoot the Cuda video. We invite a bunch of bros out there. We invited some Crip dudes out there. The free body shorter thing. You remember the Cuda shit was lit. We was in the train station. That was me up there holding on the rail. Boom. Right after that, we shot the Kiki video. Kiki video shoot with A Boogie and Fetty Wap. It go crazy.
And that was a wild time because then you start thinking like, damn, like actual artists in New York that
New
are
York
starting to fuck with
us.
us.
They
And that was,
fucking with us.
yeah, that
We
was,
doing shows with these dudes. We out here with A Boogie. This shit is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And the dude Fetty Luciano had got out the same week, and we invited him to the Kiki video shoot. That's Rowdy Rugged little brother. You know, they was locked up. He was the first to get out from the whole GS9 thing, the first one to actually be released after 3 years. We invited him out there. But we shot it in High Bridge, you know what I'm saying? We had shot all our private videos in Brooklyn, but we was like, fuck it, we gonna shot it. We gonna shoot it in High Bridge. They wanna come out here. They got fuck it, we out there.
Right.
Loaded up a bus, and went out there.
let me ask you this. Did you think the Shotty was shady before any of this shit even happened?
We all know Shotty, of course, that's crazy ass Shotty who be running off of people's stuff and doing crazy stuff in the hood.
But he was a jack boy. He was like robbing people for drugs and shit,
I wasn't saying he
basically.
was robbing people's drugs. He was just wild, stupid Shotty that always, you know what I mean? Just
low.
no, he was.
Low.
That's just Shotty. He was just a low dude, and you know he do whatever. You know, you see him in the media, you see how he get down.
Right.
That was just Shotty. That was his thing. So I don't know how Danny. All right, back to we're gonna fast forward now. We're getting into fights. Mad crazy stuff going down. We go to the Yams Day concert. Let me say something about that. Shout out to the Yams Day concert. R.I.P. ASAP Yams.
R.I.P.
Shout out
Yams,
to ASAP Rocky. Shout out to ASAP Ferg. ASAP Bari. We in there. You remember that day? It's crazy.
There was some shit about what the show got shut down because somebody was trying to fight him or something. What exactly happened?
This how everything happened. We're in there. We're chilling. Everything's good. Lit. Lil Yachty invited us out.
Okay. Yeah, because they were blowing down.
It's
They
the
had
day
a
right
little
here.
moment.
That's you see Lil Yachty performing. That's us on stage. That's me on stage. It's lit in this motherfucker.
Right.
Danny right there with the rest of the bros. We see Shotty, News, everybody's there. Our whole crew there. We in there like 25, 30 deep, right?
Yeah.
We on stage. You see Lil Yachty and them. Everything's good at this time. This is
You
the
gotta
Yams
send me
Day
this.
concert.
We'll put it on the screen because this is great footage right
Cool.
here.
This is the day the fight happened. Okay, Shotty goes somewhere, and he comes back, right? When he comes back, he's coming up the stairs. And this is exactly how it went down. And the artist little thing when you come up the stairs to go on the stage where we're at right there. ASAP Bari and them is coming up the stairs. He's rushing through, bumping dudes like, you know what I mean? I'm with my crew, I gotta do. They're like, yo, hold the fuck up, you bugging out. Like, I didn't know that at that time. It's the fucking ASAP Yams reunion, it's their fucking shit.
Right.
They coming up the stairs, watch out, bro. You know, I'm tripping, that's just out of respect.
Yeah.
It's their fucking event. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that at this time, boom, ASAP Bari punches Shotty in the box. Boom! Shotty falls down the stairs, he gets on the tussle, he put Shotty security grab, and that's when me and my man Gun seen it. We runs down there, we pops it off, we fighting with them dudes. That's when our whole crew seen it, and it's all over the internet.
And you never thought you were going to be fighting with ASAP up until this moment?
Fuck no, we at the fucking ASAP. Yeah, I'm happy to be at this motherfucker. I never been in no shit like this. It
Right.
was in Manhattan. I couldn't believe it. And this shit happened, man. There it go again, me holding my crew down. Not trying to be disrespectful to nobody else or nothing else, just riding for the team.
Right. Did that beef get squashed soon after? Because nothing really happened with all that, right?
It wasn't no beef. It had nothing to do with them. It was just some that little situation, man. Ain't no beef with them dudes, man.
Yeah, because that was a wild moment because everybody the way it got twisted up online right then was like 6ix9ine started a big fight at Yams Day. It was disrespectful to
He didn't
Yams.
fight that
Fuck
time.
him.
He didn't do nothing. He
wasn't,
didn't touch
okay.
nobody. At the LAX fight, he didn't touch nobody. You ever seen 6ix9ine fighting somebody? Like, come on, bro. He jumped around at LAX a little bit. He knew TMZ. Remember, he knew TMZ was right there because they had just seen us and said something like a couple seconds before. So he knew they was out there. He couldn't just not do nothing. So
Anytime you're at LAX, TMZ is not too far away.
not too far away.
They're lurking.
I think they got somebody who lived there or something.
But I've talked to the dude whose job it is to just walk back and forth and just look for celebrities all day, and he was just uploading footage, and I think I borrowed a
Mad people,
cigarette.
right? Just running up.
Yeah.
Oh, see anybody there? You got that.
Okay, so that situation went down. What about the Barclay situation? Were you around
I
for
wasn't
that?
there.
Because this was
Okay,
after
let me
you
tell you
split
something.
off.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people ask, damn, how didn't you get indicted? That's your whole crew to trade with. How didn't you get locked up for the guys? You got to think about it. Let's think about it. Let's use common sense. This is what they got indicted for: racketeering, the Barclay Center shooting, the Chief Keef, the threatening Chief Keef, the robbery in the hotel with the dude, and all that. And it's all over the media.
And you
can't-
weren't there for any of that
I wasn't
shit.
there for none of that shit. Remember, we had got into the little beef and shit. Like maybe going up to a year, we rocked, and then all this shit started happening. So how the fuck could I get caught up in this indictment? You know, Seiko or Miss Treyway. Shout out to Chanel. Shout out to Miss Treyway. It's a lot of us that never got locked up. Nobody really got locked up from Treyway, but 6ix9ine and Shotty, the Crip dude, and a bunch of other dudes. They just like, who the fuck got locked down from the original crew? It was mad of us. None of us.
Right. So when did you actually decide that you'd seen enough and that you wanted to bail out on the situation? What else had to happen before you
all
did?
Right, this is how we kind of fell out. Before this, you gotta think I never had no problems with Danny. He was my friend. I actually had an apartment in Bushwick too. So I lived literally right up the block from his right up the block from where he lived at. So he used to come over my house a lot. We used to chill a lot. We was really a lot. We got a lot closer really than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see a lot, you used to see me and him, the bros and shit together. But I'm with him a lot. I was one of the first. Let me tell you what happened. This is the story of how I went to LA. You remember they canceled the show. They canceled the shows in LA at first. We had 2 shows. It was what the fuck was going on that weekend? All-Star Weekend was going on that year. All-Star Weekend was in LA, and we had a bunch of shows booked all over the internet. I'm lit. I'm like, shit, we about to be on fucking, oh shit, we lit. We go to LA. One show get canceled. Another show get canceled. The promoters, they getting scared. It's gonna be too much. That's when we outside, and Ro had just came home, so they decided to make that video. You know, sure, you remember that shit? We still come to LA. I had my hair dyed red at the time.
Right.
And nobody out there. You seen how much people was out there?
Yeah.
We go to that video, bro. Let me tell you how much these people didn't give a fuck, and I didn't see how Danny didn't realize it. None of the motherfuckers came to LA. Not one of the motherfuckers.
Didn't come to LA, and normally everybody wants to go on a
Going
trip with the
everywhere.
poppin' rapper, right?
With this pop, they was scared, bro.
Right.
They were scared.
So at this point, you're starting to feel like you're the only one who's really deeply invested in this, or you're starting to realize that nobody else really gives a shit?
I'm starting to realize it. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, Shotty didn't go. How the fuck such a shit happened and we make such a big video and you don't show up to LA? You don't come. He called me. He called me. This is how I went to LA. He called me 7 in the morning. He's like, yo, Order, what you doing, bro? Oh, I'm sleeping. What's up? It's man early. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, we got a flight to Arizona to catch in like 2 hours, so we gotta hurry up and get to JFK, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, right after that, we're going to LA. Remember, we told everybody we was going to LA. We gotta go up to LA. We gotta at least show our face, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, man. Fuck it. I jump out my bed. I grab a suitcase, bro. I throw some shit in the suitcase. I brush my teeth, and I get out the door. That's how down I was. You
That's
know
the
what I'm
rapper lifestyle right there. If you want to be down with the rapper, you got to be willing to
You
get
gotta
up
be willing
on
to just give
10
everything
minutes
up.
notice. Yeah.
Exactly.
So okay,
So
then you go to LA.
I didn't go to LA. We went to Arizona first. That was
Right.
the beginning of the tour. We went to Arizona, the Day 69 tour. That was the first one. It started in Arizona, and most of the stuff, just the fucking the All-Star Weekend shit was also on the tour but got canceled. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of the tour. So we was like, fuck it, we still gonna do the tour and do these dates. And we just still gonna pass through LA, you know what I mean? And fucking end up in Houston. We still did shows in Houston and all that, and we kept going. You know what I'm saying? But we was like, fuck it, let's just stop in LA still, you know what I'm saying? We thinking in our mind, we thinking it can't be this serious. We don't know that dudes is really mad. They're not gonna kill us, but they gonna shoot us in LA because we like, that's how we think. If anything go down, of course we gonna ride, but we not out here for that. These dudes really is mad. In my mind, I'm like, they can't be mad. We don't even know these dudes with candy paint. They just see the colorful hair dude and these dudes backing him, and they like, damn, y'all want to kill us? That's what I'm thinking. For what? What the fuck? What the fuck is the beef about?
I know people who basically have told me that like other people that they know were like on the prowl, like cruising, looking for him to be caught. So, I mean, it was definitely going down. There's a lot of people in LA who don't really got much going for them besides their pride in their gang, you know? So at the end of the day, like, they're more than willing to
Yeah,
do
that's
whatever.
everywhere. That's everywhere.
what you do, bro.
That's
what you're
everywhere.
supposed to do.
But it wasn't no disrespect to none of these dudes in LA or their gang or their pride. Nobody disrespected no gang. You know what I'm saying? At all, never. Disrespect. Why the fuck would we disrespect a whole gang? How we gonna disrespect a whole gang? Come back to New York? We can't disrespect the Crips. We're blood. It's over. Like nobody doing no dumb shit like that. It was these dudes was just taking it the wrong way for what reason I didn't get. But that happened or whatever. We left. We get to Houston. We do the show. We fly back. Everything good. We finally get back to New York. All that shit. The whole New York going crazy. We back. LA. All the crazy shit that happened. Goes out that night. I'd say that same night I told Shadi, I'm like, yo, we just got back. Nobody even went with us. Why y'all trying to force this nigga to go out? Like, niggas trying to sleep. I'm tired too. He's like, nah, you just got back. We gotta show our face and da-da. We go out to the club. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't do none of that from the day I met him. You know what I'm saying? Never drunk, never smoked that day in his life. So they forcing him to drink. He falls out, boom, face first, boom. I had to grab him, pick him up, take him to the car. Nobody never be looking for him and go there. I go to his house, I check on his mom. He lived, like, he be getting on the internet and saying, oh, them dirty blood niggas and all them shit. Bro, he was a dirty bum dude. The house he lived in with his mom, the door was broken in. He lived in bum-ass Bushwick. So don't get on the internet and say these dirty bum niggas when you grew up just like us, a dirty bum, and we sit there and we helped you and made you rise to your career. You know what I'm saying? Have some sort of respect. You feel me? He's bugging out.
Yeah, that was the mind-blowing thing is when you first heard him in that interview saying, like, oh, the dirty bloods. And it's like even for me as an observer, it's like you were dying to be associated with these dudes.
You was dirty too.
Yeah.
You didn't have no sauce. You didn't have no money. You didn't have nothing. You was from right there. Then the main thing that got me, he gets on the internet. He goes on the Breakfast Club, I think, and the man says, I started Treyway. I was one of the real dudes that started all this shit, which is a fucking lie. Any shoddy, none of that, bro. You
so
see this book, bro?
And this came out in what, 93?
This came out in 2013.
13.
The big bro wrote this that died. You know what I'm saying? Garland Tyree S.I. Shout out to the big bro. R.I.P. big bro. We love you. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to live on your legacy. If you read this book, it says nothing about the stuff that people was trained. The Treyway, 2013. We didn't know him in 2013. You can look at that for yourself. Put it in the camera. You can get these books on Amazon and everything. So everybody know we're not lying. We're telling the truth. How the fuck is there a book called The Treyway? How old was he in 2013? He was really fucking young or something, right? He was like, how old? He was probably like 12.
But at that time, don't you feel like that was basically just him trying to distance himself from the group? And
yes, but it was the things he was saying. It was lies. You know what I'm saying? Don't go. We don't have the opportunity to go on the Breakfast Club and say what you're saying and straighten this all up. Lies for gains. Most of the stuff he did was lies and bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? And it was a bunch of bullshit.
And just knowing that his force of personality was going to be able to carry him through that. Like even when he goes on those rants and says they was fucking my baby mama, they was trying to do this, they were trying to blah blah blah. It's like, you're making accusations that maybe are accurate about one person or
one person.
But listen, like there's like 8 people who are in jail because of this shit.
Like mad people went to jail. Mad people's away from their daughters, their sons, their family, their aunts, their uncles, their wives, their husbands. For what? For what, bro? For you? For you saying he gets on there on that live he did the other day and this dude says, oh, they fuck them niggas, they fuck my baby moms, they stole my bread, they da-da-da-da-da-da. Bro, you talking about Shadi. Say Shadi's name and everything you feel like he did. And I don't even know if he really fucks Sarah. 6ix9ine has a way of lying and getting what he wants and pulling stuff in. He's good at marketing. He's very intelligent in what he does. I don't even know that. Nobody even knows that really went down. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? But them and however he may have found out, it might be true. I'm not saying he lying. But as far as anything else, whoever stole any money from you? I never stole a dime from him. He wasn't giving us shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to feed your team. You got to feed the wolves. He was thinking he could feed one person and they was going to do everything. And he was giving me money and little stuff. And the close ones was getting little things. But everybody else wasn't getting nothing. It was a lot of bros. They shows a lot of bros risking their life. A lot of brothers that was there helping you. Everybody helping you pursue your career. Nobody. This is not for nobody else. You ain't got but Seiko or rap or a few more rappers. We here to help you pursue your career.
Right. And I mean, but one thing I heard from people pretty early on was that 6ix9ine was basically just being super stingy with the clout. Like he didn't want to tag any of the people.
Nobody.
Even the people that he was around every day, he wasn't tagging them, putting them on the story.
He only used to post me up and tag me sometimes. That's it. He never posts nobody. He posts Seiko song, Lil Boo, take it right down. He was stingy with the clout, and I didn't get why. I was like, yo, this time he got like 1 million followers too. And I'm like, yo, Danny, post some other shit. Yo, help the bro. I got him fucking. Well, I don't know why he was like that, but he just was. Because you never know. He didn't have no long-term jeopardy in his mind and fucking with us like that. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it for gain. He got Trippie Redd, can't say nothing to him now. Yeah, what now? He felt kind of big at this time. He took it, but taking back to what you was asking me, this is how we all fell out, bro. We never had no beef. Nobody never stole no money. Nothing never went wrong. We was all cool. Everything was good. We fly back from the Houston and LA and all that shit happened. They fly. Shotty takes him and 2 more people by himself. He don't tell nobody about that. I'm in Atlanta. I'm flying back to New York. They had towed my car and some more stuff had happened, and I needed some bread I couldn't get to, so I called Danny. I was like, "Yo, Danny, I need you to wire me $5,000 somewhere. My car is fucked up. I'm in Atlanta. I can't get to no bread right now." Danny's like, "Okay, Otto, I'm on the way to Houston with Shotty." This is the last cool conversation we had before everything. He says, "I'm on the way to Houston with Shotty. I'm gonna wire the bread soon if I get there, and we're gonna talk when I get back. Just let me know what's up. When I get back, I'll meet you back in New York. But I'm gonna send the bread now." He sends the bread. Everything's cool. I go. At this time, Shotty goes out there with his stuff. So now I'm watching this shit from the internet. I'm on my phones. I'm like, what the fuck going on? He got this nigga out here. I'm calling Shotty. He's like, everything good. They go out there. This is when the Jay Prince shit happened. They go out there. They're in a sneaker store. Jay Prince here. They're in the sneaker store. Jay Prince Jr. He comes to the sneaker store with mad of his mans. Boom, boom. I guess he talk. He tell y'all, yo, y'all out here, whatever. He invites them to a party or something like that he's doing.
It's
right?
a World Star show, right?
It's not the World Star show. That don't happen yet. This is a little project. I was out there for the World Star show when all that shit happened. I was there.
Okay.
So it was some little private party that he was having. He was having a little saying or something. He was supposed to be announcing or something. He tells them to be there at 12 o'clock. Please don't be late. I guess he got some announcing he making. Everybody's eager to hear it in Texas. You know, he's really big in Texas. And
Jay Prince Jr. asked you to show up somewhere in Texas. You should probably do it.
At 12, you should be there at 11:30.
Yeah, I'll be
Showing
there
your love.
11:30,
I'll be
yeah.
happy. Not even out of no other shit. Fucking Jay Prince Jr. told me to pull up, nigga. I'm there at 11:30. I was lit. It's fucking Jay Prince.
And a lot of
Jr.
people know that you show Jay Prince and his family that respect.
That
Even if
respect.
they don't really know why they're showing him the respect, they just know that
You know, it's his
these
family.
guys
Fuck
hold
it.
a lot
Just
of
out of-
respect.
out of respect, you
And
know
this
what
is
I'm
their
saying?
state. This is where, you check in, because they're not even on like the most gangster shit. They're just on some, they just want you to show your respect when you're
Yeah,
around
they
there, right?
wasn't even like the shit we was going to LA, we gonna kill y'all, come. It wasn't even no shit like
Right.
that. They just want you to show a little respect. And that's cool. That's cool anyway. Like when you come to New York, show respect. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't care who you is. You come out here, I don't be trying to pull up on dudes and all that extra shit. You know what I mean? Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't stopping my bread. So guess what time Shotty shows up to the motherfucker?
I'm
1
guessing.
o'clock.
Yeah.
After 1 o'clock. The dude, he said show up at 12. He probably been said what he had to say and shit. So you know what he does? He has the security and his man stop him at the door. Don't let him in. He said don't let him in. They good. That's them mad disrespectful. Y'all gonna come after 1 o'clock. You know, they started all the thing. They had the video. They kicked him out the shit. Stupid. Still, you out there with Danny, yourself, and 2 more people. You don't tell nobody about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling Danny. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He's like, yo, shit is crazy. Da-da-da. We was at this little spot. Da-da-da. He's like, but everything good. We about to come back. The World Star Show is in 3 days after that. 3 days after that. Do you know what Shotty does again?
What?
Flies back to New York. I don't know how Danny are not seeing these signs. The man didn't come to LA with you. He didn't fight. He never fought with you at no shows. He didn't fight at the Yams Day concert. He just got punched in his face. In Minnesota, when that shit happened, you ever seen that shit? What the fuck was going on? The Super Bowl was going that year.
Right.
That year was the Super Bowl. We went to Minnesota. It was 0 between 10 degrees. We had a fight over there. Some dudes paid us $8,000 for a walkthrough, and the dude was saying, "Oh, do 2 songs." And we're like, nah, we not doing 2 songs. Y'all just paid it for a walkthrough. We got the World Star hip hop party for the Super Bowl game. Thugger, baby, everybody's supposed to be here. We out. We did our show. We came through. We showed respect. It was his birthday party. We did that. We showed respect. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? He like, fuck that. Give us our bread back. Like, I don't know. We've been here for almost an hour. We not giving you no fucking bread back. We ain't never staying anywhere that long. What the fuck is wrong with you? So we go outside. That's when that little fight happened. You know what I'm saying? Shotty wasn't there. Fast forward back to the Texas shit. The nigga, Shotty flies back to New York. I didn't fly back to New York. And the World Star shows in 3 days. So now Danny's getting out, he's scrambling. Me and Harv calling him. We like, yo, we about to come out there. He's like, I don't know. Shotty telling me niggas shit was wrong. We arguing. We got a group text at this time. It's me, him, there's only like 10 of us in there. We arguing in the group text, man, shit going on. And we're wilding. We telling Shotty, we telling him, yo, Shotty, you bugging out. Shotty's on some Suge Knight shit. He got his mind thing. He's just trying to get artists. He's just trying to do mad shit by himself. He trying to steal the name of Treyway. He having Treyway pop-up shops by himself. Like, he just losing his mind. When that's not none of our stuff. That's, you seen what that was, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
Because that's a big deal for anybody that's in like the gang shit, is that you can't just do like a commercial version of the gang thing and be the only one making money off it. That is that shit gets real touchy real quick.
The label name, the whole Treyway label, you know what I'm saying? That Sacred Billy shit. You know what I'm saying?
He started it as a label. It came from the Big Bro, but as far as a label and music, he the one started it. Start saying this how we gonna jack you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the book, go check it out on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? By Garland Tyree.
And true or false, I heard that Shotty wasn't stealing money from 6ix9ine necessarily. Shotty was just using the clout to then try to sign different artists, and he was basically like trying to like create something that was going to exist outside.
He probably was doing shit for shows. They probably wanted 20 bands for a show. He like, nah, we ain't coming unless we get 30 bands. He pocketed the 10, you know what I'm saying? He split the 20, shit like that. Weird shit he was doing like that at that time. And I don't know how this dude wasn't seen it. At that time, we never did nothing to him. Never took a dollar from him, though. Loyal as hell. What the fuck problems you ever seen we had with him in there? But that time when we stopped burning, Shotty filling his shit up. So we like, you know what? I tell him, I said, you know what? I'm on the way to the motherfucking World Star show. Fuck is you talking about? We gonna fly out here, we gonna get 10 of our guys, we still gonna come out there, you stupid motherfucker. We gonna back where we might beat your ass. If you even played with us, Shotty done left your stupid ass, but we gonna hold you down here. We booked flights for 10 of us, bro. Me and Hoff by ourselves, the bro. We booked 10 flights, remember? We booked flights for like 7 more bros. We fly to Houston, Texas, bro. Shotty still don't come, he's in New York chilling. In New York chilling. They on the internet, where the fuck you at? Come to your show, come to your show. You ain't cheering, you don't want your back end, they going crazy. This guy's scared, he's not even picking up the phone for us no more, bro. At this time, I'm getting tight. I'm like, yo, bro, you had us fly all the way to Texas. We out here to hold you down. We at the World Star show. I'm at that motherfucker with all that shit going on. I'm outside, I didn't even never go inside.
And he's in the hotel.
He probably in the hotel, walking around the streets, he never show up. At that point, I'm like, yo, this is some sucker shit. I'm tired of involving myself in this shit. He not holding nobody down. He running off, listening to Shotty. At that time, I didn't think it was gonna be so bad. You say, you know what? We gonna fall back. Let's see what the fuck he gonna do with Shotty by himself. What the fucking Shotty do if we all back up right now? This is how we thinking. He gonna be fucked. He don't got no crew. He don't got nobody. We cool. He still don't pick up the phone. He not picking up the phone the whole time. He sending me a little secret text. Yo, auto release. Shotty said don't pick up the phone, bro. Y'all gonna try to really violate and take me back home and then really try to hurt me and shit. He gonna hold me down when he get back. I'm like, listen to what you're saying. He's not even here. I'm at the World Star show, Danny. Where the fuck are you at? Come to the show. You embarrassing us.
Yeah, why would you fly with 9 other dudes to to Texas just to beat them up?
I'm telling
yeah.
To beat you up, you that scared? I'm like, yo, we out here to help you, bro. They're embarrassing you on the internet. I'm watching it now. You're looking like a real bitch. This is the first place you never show up. How the fuck you go all the way to LA but can't go to this fucking World Star show, bro?
Right.
He's like, nah, Shotty is saying some other shit. I talked to Harvin, bro. I said, yo, you know what, bro?
We don't move like that.
We don't move like that, bro. We can't, I'm out there, let's just see what the fuck happened, you know what I'm saying? We at the World Star show, though. We stay there the whole night. Dudes come out, nobody say nothing to us, bro. We see T Grizzly, all of them coming out. I spin, we getting our whips, we spin, boom. Go back to the hotels we at. I'm in shock at this time. I'm like, damn, I've been holding this dude down. I fought at every fucking show, Miami. Oh, I got knocked out, I went to the hospital, everything, bro, for this nigga. Still, I ain't got no hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't got no hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, bro. But I showed my loyalty and shit. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Shit had me low, bro. He don't give a fuck at the time. Like, yo, I'm not fucking with this dude. I don't give a fuck how famous he get, how rich. And a lot of people saying that. What the fuck? Talking about, oh, you did, and you did this. What the fuck? I didn't gain shit. I ain't lose shit. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because, I mean, at that point, it's hard for you to imagine, like, how much you had already kind of compromised your morals in terms of falling in line with some bullshit that you never would have tolerated from anybody else, right?
Thanks.
But it's just slowly creeping up, and then at that moment where he doesn't answer the phone in Texas or whatever, you're like, oh, like, this is really fucked up. Like, I really can't just deal with this shit anymore, right?
Can't deal with it no more, bro. This shit is over, bro. This dude's bugging. At that time, I'm not like it's over. In my head, like it's this shit, and I'm telling him, but in my mind, I'm like, you gonna come back and you gonna see that it's straight. You gonna see what's up, and you gonna be apologizing and shit, because you gonna see Shotty can't hold you down.
Right.
So we let it go, bro. And that's not how it went.
What happened?
He right back on the internet, suck my dick to more people, beefing with more people. Now he's beefing with Chief Keef and shit. I'm looking at this shit on the internet. At this time, remember, I'm not around for none of this stuff no more. This is where the split happened. Shotty links up with Ro and a few more bros from the other side. And he starts running with them. They shoot the, at this time, they shoot the video. No, he shot the got it. Really, get it up, which he stole from Pac-Man. If you go on the internet right now and go to Pac-Man, it got 2 million songs, and Pac-Man was really cool. He died in a car crash with 18K. So rest in peace, Pac-Man, bro. And I hope I'm speaking for your legacy and people can hear that was Pac-Man's song, that he was beefing with Shotty. A lot of bullshit happened. And he convinced 6ix9ine to take that song. 6ix9ine was on that song. He was featured on that song. Pac-Man paid him to get on the song. He took the whole song, got 230-something million views, and went and did it overseas. And that was fucked up, bro.
Oh, damn.
That was fucked up that Danny did that, allowed Shotty to trick him to do that bullshit. Shotty manipulate him. And I know Danny was young, but how could you let somebody manipulate you to do all this fuck shit, bro? You live in Shotty's life that he couldn't do.
Wow.
And it's sad that he allowed him to manipulate him and do all this stuff and shit on so many people. He didn't used to go see his moms. He got a brother that I was cool with. That was my man. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want to put him out there like that. But he wasn't doing nothing for his brother. His mother was still living in Bushwick in the old broken house with the broke door.
The one where he had given out the address.
The one where he given
No
the
Jumper.
address on the shit.
It was Locust Avenue, right?
Locust Avenue.
Yeah.
It was right there on Locust Street. But
I
by
just remember
Broadway.
that for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. You remember that before I did, and I lived up the block. That was Locust. That was street he lived on right there by Broadway, bro.
Because I remember somebody telling me that like his mom was still living there when he was
Shotty
giving out the
convinced
address.
him to get another.